everybody, and welcome back to the best league in the women's game. Since we last hung out, we've seen a red and rosy Grand Slam, a dark and ferny Pacific Four title, and half a circus running away to join the Sharks. The headlines might have stopped us in our tracks, but the schedule remains relentless. So let's rip right on into the match, bringing the curtain down on round 17 of the PWR, starting with our hosts for the next few hours. Well, we now know the 11 players leaving Loughborough at the end of the season, and 5 of them start today. Props Curfy and Belial, Becky Boyd at lock, Captain Helen Nelson and Bo Westcombe-Evans will run out at the Gardens for the final time in Lightning colours. They'll be joined by a quartet at the very heart of England's Six Nations defence in Ives Campion, Cabea, Rowland and Latui, whose debut season continues to read like a fairy tale. If you're a Saracen, Alev Kelter's selection at blindside probably looks a little bit more like a nightmare. And speaking of the visitors, injury and this weekend's Valladolid Sevens have forced Alex Osterbury into a few key changes. But with a home semi-final already in the bag, this lot here are in a pretty good spot. Bryony Field notched 50 appearances for Lightning before joining the Wolfpack, and she will spearhead a forwards unit boasting 4 Canadian internationals and a red-hot Marley Packer. Tori Sellers has big shoes to fill in Liv App's absence, but Zoe Harrison outside her is in imperious form. Well, they've met 18 times, Lightning and Sarries, and until this fixture last year, it was one-way traffic. And then, thanks to tries from Chrissy Scurfield, Sadia Cabea and a certain Emily Scarrett, the duck was broken. And Loughborough had the biggest scalp in their history. Saracens love nothing more than being this competition's bad guys, and so they are here with the cutest of accompaniments to compound Loughborough Lightning's woes and underline their credentials as favourites. Mohan, you wanted to talk a little bit about their halfbacks today.
Yeah, obviously huge shoes to fill for Tori Sellers on screen at the moment. Liv App's away with the Sevens, and Zoe Harrison outsider, you mentioned it earlier, she is in absolutely ridiculous form at the moment, so I'm imagining that those two need to have a huge game together.
Well, the Hedgehogs are leaving the field, so too the adorable pink mascots, but the pink parade is only just beginning here in Northampton. It is Big Pink Weekend in the PWR in support of the league's wonderful charity partner, Breast Cancer Now, and Lightning are in limited edition jerseys for the occasion, which they will be auctioning off, hopefully on the other side of a good hot wash, after the full-time whistle. Trailfinders' women's victory on Friday might have been the nail on their season's coffin, but repeating those heroics today, those of round 12 last year, would soften the blow no end. Well, Alev Kelter wearing 6 is one hell of a story, Mo, but there's a delicious subplot taking place at the base of these scrums, and Arla Latui pitting herself against the World Player of the Year, Sophie de Goody.
Yeah, exactly that. Latui, for me, is one of the brightest stars in the PWR this season. She has been absolutely amazing. The most contact meters. She's been incredible from the base, and I'm really looking forward to the youngster going up against the seasoned Sophie de Goody, who has just proved her form time and time again.
A special charity and a very special ball delivery. Jackie, Karen and Hannah from Breast Friends Northampton, the Survivors and Support Network, delivering the final piece of the puzzle. Our top 4 is inked in, but there is still so much at stake. Lightning in pink and playing for pride, the biggest result of their season and their departing players. Saracens in white, and here to snuff those sorts of ambitions right out.
Yeah, it's interesting that they've gone straight down to Zoe Harrison's boot. We know that it's incredible, but it's a good return from Loughborough Lightning. Decent attacking position for them to strike, settle into the game.
Catherine Treader, back from starting all 3 of the US Eagles Pacific 4 matches, and in receipt of that cute little line-out play, flying across and hitting her high was her opposite number, former Lightning hooker Bryony Fields. Here's Meg Davey, Christine Belial on the short line. Alev Kelter with the clear-out. Expect plenty of that now. She's wearing 6 for the afternoon. Lily Ives Campion, Becky Boyd. Internationals wherever you look. Nelson, Helen Nelson with the end on Sophie Bridger, and oh so close now. What a start this would be. Fancy Bermudez's carry. Inches out now, Loughborough. Piling pressure on Saracens with a penalty advantage to work with, and that is a gauntlet very firmly thrown. First blood to the home side, and who else but Sadia Cabella?
It's a great statement of intent, isn't it, from Loughborough Lightning. Really well worked. Set-piece move right on the 22. They would have practiced that all week. Cabella was sniffing on the inside if Treader could have got the ball away, but brilliant patience. Look at it, here it is. Lovely 1-2, Cabella calling for it. Really nice quick ball, Meg Davey in and away. Brilliant patience in and around the 22, and Cabella is absolutely phenomenal at that. Low drive, sniffing out opportunities.
Well, that is a peach from Helena Rowland, perhaps well aware that on the opposite side of the fence is Zoe Harrison, who is kicking at 94% in the Six Nations. There are jewels wherever you look. Fingers firmly crossed, these 2.5 opening minutes are a sign of all that's to come. Passed back by De Goody. It's Liz Craik with it now. Donna Rose. Tori Sellers with a gorgeous little round the back offload. Sellers, Harrison, Bridger, Packer, Gregson. These teams really are a who's who of the women's game. Paige Farry's with it on the far touchline. What a shot! Anna Latui on Sophie De Goody.
That's the matchup we were waiting for.
Hey, you're good now.
Stadium Fields.
Wait.
And cool as you like. That angle off the boot of Helen Nelson is quite extraordinary.
It's a matchup we haven't spoke about, isn't it? Harrison against Nelson, both really pull the strings, as you would expect in the 10-shot, but everything good that happens around both of these teams come through those two people. Zoe Harrison spotted the space, just didn't quite get the look of the bounce, and a fantastic return kick from Helen Nelson down the touchline.
Close that gap so you meet her.
Amakwale.
You can see how revved up for this Loughborough Lightning are. Penalty goes against Saracens. Morale in the centres, just both arms out, giving it the big one.
Well, we alluded to it pre-match. They've played 17 times, these two outfits, and the only win Loughborough have ever notched in the PWR was this match last season. It was an absolutely enthralling ding-dong, and they are so hell-bent, even though their campaign has ended, on repeating that this afternoon. Brilliant work up high from Gabby Senft, the Canadian, but the ball's landed with the Midlands outfit, and Cabella gets them into the 22 for the second time.
No.
Davey onto Isla Curfey, who became Lightning's 28th half-centurion upon taking to the field today. Morale, Matai Tonga, lovely interplay between an all-new centre pairing. Latui, 19 years old. Don't forget how young Arla Latui is, just because this is her debut senior season. Maul formed. Canny stuff from De Goody on Nelson. And now it's Saracens' turn to celebrate.
Yeah, it was really good defensive work, wasn't it? You saw what Helen Nelson was trying to do. Marley Packer trying to put pressure on the 10, flies high on the outside, really nice inside step, but brilliant defensive work by De Goody. And then great from Liz Crack as well, just getting on the ball, making sure that they turn that into a more opportunity of a turnover. Advantage Saracens.
Just a third appearance of the campaign, this, for Sophie De Goody. Started in the opener against your very own Gloucester Hartbury Mo, and then came on as a replacement. One knee clean out later at Spurs Stadium at the showdown against Sharks.
Stop, 9, you're good.
She so brilliantly put it in the week. She's back for the fun part of the season. 2 big old regular season matches and then a bit of playoffs footy.
Yeah, she's timed it well, hasn't she?
On the edge of the white.
And Saracens will be buzzing about that as well. She so much good that comes through what they do. She's a brilliant, abrasive ball carrier, fantastic offloader, but it's her rugby smarts for me. Like you just saw then, the ability to just hold up, get underneath the ball, make sure that there's an opportunity for someone to come in and force that turnover.
Cleanly down from Boyd, and then Morale's carry earns Lightning a penalty. Saracens need to be careful here. No outfit concedes more of those in the league, and it's when they're under pressure that they have the tendency, and Mo, you've inflicted it upon them on several occasions. Things can snowball for Marley Packer and co.
Yeah, I think it's when, like you said, the pressure comes on. They're a team that often have front football, have everything going their way. So as soon as you can put them in a bit of a mixer, in a bit of pressure, then they do start trying to fix things, and by trying to fix different things, that's when the penalties start to come in. So it's definitely something they're aware of. I'm sure they're working really hard behind the scenes to eradicate it. But yeah, definitely when you want to try and get stuck into them in the penalty count, for sure.
You can't see, dear readers, but there was a wicked glint in her eye when she said that last bit. So, Saracens, second in the standings, playing out from their own try line.
To your own player. Off. Stay behind.
All 6 foot of Julietta Macaulay just cranks down over that ball, allowing Sellos plenty of time and space, and that nicely done.
It's a really nice clearance from Tori Sellers.
Terry's edge again, please.
The dead ball isn't that big, so to be pulling it back 7 metres to Zoe Harrison to try and clear when there wasn't really another option for Saracens to go to. A lot of pressure would have come on to Harrison if they'd have pulled back to her to clear. So really well executed box kick. She's got big shoes to fill, as we were saying in pre-match. We all know the danger of Liv Apps, nominated PWR Player of the Year. Tori Sellers is a bright young star as well.
Maul. Lost forward, off foot, play on.
Their line out, Loughborough's, has so often been their Achilles heel this season.
It's off a foot and all backwards.
Scrappy on that occasion.
No.
Saracens haven't had any ball, which is exactly how not Lightning like it. But they do win more turnovers than anybody else. And that woman right there is in ridiculous form. Marley Packer applauding Paige Harry's rip.
Yeah, it's textbook, isn't it? Not sure why your wing is in the middle of the pitch, but I love to see it on the jackal turnover. Brilliant work, nice and strong over the ball, so quick.
Just double knot it.
You just see the throw down, stays on her feet. Really nice target, nice and long, stays on her feet. Great call from the referee.
The first start for Paige Harry's.
Not straight and competed. They've gone up. It's not straight and not competed.
Since November, it speaks to the luxury of having his squad, Alex Osterbreeze, that he can afford to have a player like that around the wider group but not be starting her regularly. No Alicia Corrigan this week, no Gemma Jo Linkins. It's an enviable squad that they've built in North London. Yeah,
absolutely, and that's why they are where they are, because you've got so much competition for places. Training will be intense the whole time, and when you get your opportunity, you've got to take it, which is exactly what Paige Farris is doing at the moment.
Last scrum, bro, keep it there. Last scrum, Sarries, let's go. All right.
Crouch.
The dulcet Yeovil tones of Marley Packer.
Set. Early, before the ball's in. Number 1, early, before the ball's come in.
Yeah, it's a frustrating one. See, that's the inexperience potentially of Tori Sellers. As soon as you see that little nudge, just get the ball in, allow your pack to go to work. Equally, just that patience from Saracens. They knew they wanted to go after it and attack it. It's on their terms.
Well, you don't see a mid-field tap and go very often, but it's worked because Latui's just shortens that Saracens line. Packers straight over it, but illegally so. Treader back in against the grain and well read by her compatriot Sharp. Davey, Matai Tonga evading the clutches of Fields, and here's Kelter. Nelson, Rowland, quick hands from the two playmakers in tandem. And that is the Wolfpack's defensive DNA to a T.
Just intensity off the line, isn't it? Everyone loaded, everyone on the front foot, ready to go. Got the best defence in the league for a reason. Half of it is a mindset.
Right, you need to find the outside with the loose head.
This is just interesting for me. So normally we see Kelter with a run-up, with loads of space, with opportunity to go around. We've previewed it about where she's going to be around the ball, and without that run-up, it's just a static start for her. It's a very different proposition. We've not seen her get into the game yet, so excited to see if she can generate any momentum in those tight spaces as well.
So for me,
those numbers, quite frankly, bonkers. That's 36 defenders beaten, more than anybody else, more than Mia Venner, more than Emma Singh, your teammates. There are no slouches.
Yeah, that is wild. It just shows the class, doesn't it? 36 more. That's crazy stats in one season.
3 World Cups, 3 Olympic Games, including a bronze in Paris last time out. And also, back at, you don't have to go back too far, for Alev Kelter being the main athlete off the tee for Saracens, kicked 13 points for them in the 2022 PWR final, a season where you could argue her mid-campaign signing won them the league.
Yeah, it's phenomenal, isn't it? And also the ability to kick off both feet. Like, not many athletes in our game can drop kick as well as she can off both feet, and she's a remarkable athlete. I think Emily Scarrett says that her quads are that big because of her ice hockey background as well, by pushing off, so she is very, very difficult to get down.
And there are those quads in rude health. But then she's given the penalty away. Or rather, Tyler Curfew that's given it away. And this spells danger, because Saracens are about to have ball in hand in the Lightning 22 for the first time all match long. And on half of those, they come away with the try.
OK, on the 22, guys.
Yeah, they've got a good strike record, haven't they, when they get in and around this area. They become relentless. Just important for them that they stay nice and patient now, because they've worked their way up the field really well.
To Goody, and then a pinwheeling Packer who can't find her woman. Almost perfect from Nelson. Ball's back with Saracens. Senft, numbers wide. Bridger fixing, picking out Breach. Farries, who's looked dangerous so far today and will continue to look exactly that. Saracens respond. And the best kicker on the planet right about now will have the opportunity to level things up.
It's really nice work from Saracens. Just the width of ball. You see Zoe Harrison squaring. Sophie Bridger doesn't need to do any more. And this finish is absolutely fantastic. Stutter step, comes back on the inside. This angle will show it really nicely. Really nice hands. Great timing of the pass from Jess Breach. Just holds Rowland that split second more. Stutter step, come back in. That is an absolutely fantastic finish.
Try's good. Thanks, mate.
It just doesn't come as a surprise anymore, when even on a blustery day, Zoe Harrison is banging them over from the touchline. Top point scorer in the Six Nations. You see her kicking up close and personal all the time, Mo. She's taken this element of the women's game to a different level.
She really has, and if you can see the work that goes in behind, not just her, but all of the girls, especially in camp, the amount they're practicing, the amount they're testing themselves, pushing themselves with the kicking coach Hollers as well, Andy Holloway. It's brilliant to see, and I'm loving seeing the amount of attention that Arzo's getting for it.
Marley Packer tucking the ball beneath one bulging bicep and going 30, 35 explosive metres to the short side. Harrison, Gregson, strength of Sydney Gregson there. Lightning players hanging off her like Christmas tree decorations. Omakwale, Harrison, Craik now at pace.
No four.
And that, an outstanding read, an annoying, irritating read by Kelter. Charge down, Latui's got to gather that safely. What a turnover from the teenager. And this place, as loud as it's been all afternoon. But that took perhaps just a second too long because Saracens are back in defensive shape.
Penalty advantage.
Free hit, Lightning. Here goes Ives Campion. Davey onto Belial.
Always going backwards.
It's a really nice bit of play. It was 4 Saracens carries have taken them 40 metres up the pitch.
Number 7.
Lovely game management from Zoe Harrison in the pocket, tries to send it. And Latui absolutely read it like a book. Flown out, charged down. I think she confused herself. She forgot that she needed to go after the ball after that, but let's go then. Got a game on our hands.
On the edge of that white line towards me.
Well, here it is again.
On the edge. Come up. On the edge.
She's really well read, stays nice and tall. So often you see people come through for the charge down, just ducking as they're trying to do it.
For context, this is her 23rd senior game of rugby, full stop, for club and country. Arla Latui is just that prodigious. And she's right in the thick of things here, and that maul is absolutely hurtling up Northamptonshire turf.
Penalty advantage.
Penalty advantage. So Latui having a snoot, but it's Davey who will beckon in Cabea.
Side entry, nothing coming there.
Cabea goes quickly, ducks granity shoulders. Dumped by a pair of Saracens.
Line.
But they are really hard to stop from this sort of range, Loughborough Lightning. And Saracens are starting to stray.
Offside.
Into the bad books of Hollywood.
3 offside. Okay, just a bit of discipline.
I really think the question should be asked. You heard Hollywood then say bit of discipline here, but they have to be in double figures already. I'm fascinated to know the penalty stats so far.
They'll go quickly. Isla Curfey in her final game at the Gardens. Christine Belial with the clear out there. She can say the same thing. There's so much on the line today. And over the line is none other than Sadia Cabea. She is simply box office, and she has just landed a second uppercut on the jaw of the Wolfpack.
I think she came up early on that, Nikki. But no, she needs to go back.
A 10th try for the campaign for Sadia Cabea.
It's really nice work, isn't it? This is what you get with Kelter in the pack as well. At the bottom of that ruck. We know she can do that through her Sevens career, and it's a fantastic line. Really nice timing from Cabea.
Holly, just
no one matched it at all.
You want me to check had come up early there?
It was just if I created the gap. But I think she came up early.
Red Roses stars in devastating tandem. Roland ensures it's the full complement of points. And Loughborough with a little sense of deja vu here against Saracens in Northampton.
It's something that Loughborough Lightning have added to their game, those quick taps in and around the 22, special plays.
Is impacted by your placement to make the tackle?
We've kicked off now, so we'll play on.
Knock-on advantage for Loughborough. Matai Tonga can't quite find a way through.
Advantage coming. Back for the knock-on.
Oh, I'm gutted that ball didn't go, because the foot race would have been absolutely phenomenal. Rowland coming with a run-up, Jess Breach and Farry's on the turn. It's interesting from Kelter playing that as well. The ball wasn't quite going 10. No one else was really alive to it from Loughborough Lightning. They were lucky that Saracens didn't manage to get hands on ball and run away with it.
It's at moments like this, as we watch Lightning leading the 3-time PWR champion Saracens, that you wonder what could have been with their campaign. They've allowed 4 second-half leads to slip through their fingers in 2026. But at the peak of their powers, that's just so good. It is charged down central here at Franklin's Gardens. Rowland can only watch as Sydney Gregson scooches over that. The ball's gone.
Okay, that turnover's good. It's knocked on by White.
Tink and Lightning escape.
No. It was knocked on first.
Great work. Look where we are. We don't leave it.
Zoe Harrison, hands on her head. Not quite sure what happened.
I'm just here, guys.
Similar thing. As soon as you get that charge down, it's the next action.
Okay, guys,
so here,
let's keep our height, feet underneath you.
Zoe Harrison trying to sight the ball. I think if she'd have got it a split second sooner, it might have been different.
Okay.
Potentially gone the other way, that one, but Loughborough Lightning got away with one.
Yeah, let's have a big cold, Nils. Let's go on then, let's see it. All you, Donna. All you.
Crouch! Bind! Set! Hit!
Oh, you heard the call. Donna Rose is going after Isla Curfey, but Latui's extricated it. Picked out her university teammate, Carmela Morale, at 12. Oh, some shot coming in that. Royer. Oh, and Helen Nelson take a bow.
It's a great clearance. You see how Jess Breach kicked that ball back in towards the stand. She wasn't happy with that one. I think the ball just lands on the line as she tries to take that. Just see this kick, really difficult to take over your shoulder. Foot on the line as she's touched it, so it's a good call from the referee. You just see there. Really hard to see live action.
And yet again, Lightning's line out deserting them.
Take a step.
Craig somehow managed to protect that, and just as magic was the tackle of Belial on send, clinging to a boot.
So important that she held on then.
Penalty advantage, no clear release.
Saracens' turn to work with a penalty advantage, and here goes Liz Craig. Former Wasp, former Trail Finder, and now a Saracen.
Okay, we're not going anywhere. Tackle her, no clear release. Pink on the edge there.
Yeah. Numbers.
So much to celebrate out on field today. One thing we should mention is that Hollywood, our referee, is returning to the field herself just 7 weeks after giving birth to gorgeous little Ada.
Say more.
Saracens, who have more maul meters and more maul tries than anyone in the PWR.
Okay, sideways now, use it.
Managed to land a shot in the arm of all of that momentum before Sellers is told to get it gone. How about that? And surprise, surprise, it's their open side.
Brilliant work from Sadia Cabello, just kept coming through. All too often for me, sometimes when the referee says use it, the forward pack just almost stops and waits for the line to move the ball, but it's so much easier if you just keep going with your graph, keep moving those legs forward. As it was, all of Saracens stopped, and Sadia Cabello just absolutely poaches the ball. You see the work rate of her coming through the middle there. She's still fighting, manages to get hands on. There's only one person winning that battle, no offence, Tori Salas. It'd be the same for me.
Very good of you to say.
Crouch. Bind.
28 tackles in Bordeaux for Sadia Kabaya in the Grand Slam decider. She is an absolute force of nature. Ball out, Sellers making up for her earlier error, and oh!
9's ahead of the tunnel, so she's offside.
Saracens can't believe it.
Number 9. Okay, just there. Just there. Yeah.
Yeah, penalties conceded. Sarah's on 6. Maybe I was a bit harsh saying it was double figures already, but
yeah,
definitely something to be looking at from both camps.
Well, comparatively, our hosts today have been squeaky clean. We're going to hear from one of their coaching staff in just a moment to get their thoughts. But first, Catherine Tredder, stalking touchlines she knows so well. And picking out Becky Boyd quite beautifully. That will please Rachel Taylor.
Okay, stop once. You're sideways now, use it.
No such mistake from Meg Davey, Loughborough's all-time most capped player. Kelter with the kick chase. It can't be gathered by Bridger, but centre partner Gregson is there, and Farries is jinking her way upfield. Saracens with a shallow effort. Don't know if that was quite the angle she wanted.
Yeah, I think Harrison's just rushed that kick slightly. She saw the space. Backfield was all over because it was a turnover ball for Loughborough Lightning. And no winger to chase it, but the right option for me.
Well, we're just going to watch this line out from Catherine Tredder, and then we're going to head straight down to Rachel Taylor, who coaches this department. Safely down. Tredder's at the base. And yeah, Lauren, you know what? Let's come on over to you now. I'd love Rachel Taylor's thoughts on all of this.
Thanks, Claire. Well, after 2 long months out, Rachel, I doubt you could have asked for a much better start. Yourselves or Sadia, give us your assessment of this first 20.
Yeah, obviously, wanted to be an impactful 20 minutes. Spoke a lot in the week about using a lot of the emotional energy around this week, and I thought, to do it off a sort of special play at the line out as well was really pleasing. And then obviously from the tap play, the girls practice those, and it's good to see them come off, especially, we've got 2 runners like Ala and Sadia, they have to be respected in that back line. So yeah, really pleasing start.
And the crowd absolutely loving it in your last home game. They can see if you're applying pressure. Sarries are leaking penalties today. Do you feel you've rattled them somewhat?
Yeah, I think so. Look, we knew we'd have to front up physically. Saracens are a strong team, and that was a big part of obviously the build-up in the week. And I think just a few little areas, obviously when we score, it's just allowing Saracens to get back into our half, either easily off the restart or just through our own discipline. So a couple of big moments there where we get the turnover, chance to exit, but ideally we'll play the majority of the rugby in there. 22, they're now 22 today.
And I was told this was meant to be the elite department in the league for snacks, but I can't find too many at the minute.
It's just the classic Haribos.
Right, back to you, Claire.
Bryony Fields, former Lightning star, borrowing up that 5-metre channel. Packer doing much of a muchness. And Makwile next to get hands on the ball. Rachel Taylor saying she wants Loughborough playing at the other end of the field to this, and that is exactly why Lucette Liz Craik has her 4th of the campaign, and Saracens have just pulled themselves back. Kick to come, level.
I haven't seen it directly, but just tell number 6 not to lift legs in the maul. I haven't seen anything directly yet, but just tell her.
Again, it's from another penalty advantage. You have freedom to be able to play. Lovely little snipe around the corner from Sellers. Again, great run, good defence from Westcombe Evans. Great chop there as well. Look at this tackle as well from your winger on 7. On rushing Marley Packer, that's brilliant from Bo Westcombe Evans, but Loughborough just got to be better around the fringes there. That's too soft for me. Take nothing away from that lady. It's a good finish, it's good leg drive through the contact, but you know what's coming. On your line, you've just got to come forward and hit something.
Well, it didn't feel possible for Zoe Harrison to improve on her 94% return on the Six Nations from the tee, but she's 100 so far here in round 17 of the PWR, and they've both been tricky. And it's been a really amazing last 12 months or so for Liz Craik. Heading across London from Trailfinders Women to Saracens, winning her first senior trophy as they defended their cup title, earning a third Red Roses cap in the cauldron that was the Matmut Atlantique out in Bordeaux. And affecting a beautiful strip right there.
It's a lovely strip. Brilliant footwork from Lottie Sharp as well.
What a talisman for Saracens. Captains on so many occasions, the left winger. Gregson. I want to know whether she dropped that deliberately or otherwise, but ball is back with Lightning, who will be relieved to have some possession for the first time in a wee while.
I love it when players just look at refs like, me? Surely not. Yeah, you're the only person on the floor, Sid. Look at this for a turnover, just targets the ball. I think Liz Craik was surprised herself. And then fantastic work from Lottie Sharp. That is what I love about this Saracens team at the minute. They have so much licence to just move the ball, fizz the ball into space. Get it going. I see why she's a bit shocked about it. Fair enough. She's still human.
Crouch!
I get it, I would be as well.
Bind!
Always know what she's thinking, Sydney Gregson. It's no mask that comes down. So, 30 played, all square.
All on. Hold that mark. Thank you.
And after a week of scorching temperatures, that is a hard, hard grass pitch, and it has made a fool of Helen Nelson.
Yeah, it's just not quite the angle that Nelson was going after. Just wanted to square up a little bit more towards this touchline, put her foot through it. It's a brilliant option. Fantastic kick. It's gone 80-odd metres.
It is a cannon of a beat.
Sorry, just getting this right, guys. Right,
steered Scotland to a fantastic victory at the Principality against the Welsh in the opening round of the Six Nations. And Nathan Smith spoke so warmly about her in the week. She's leaving at the end of this campaign. 7 years here. Outings at 10, 12, 15, leading the side on so many occasions. They will miss her.
They really will, and all the experience that comes with her being on the pitch as well. Players like Meg Davey on screen now are definitely going to have to step up next season.
Penalty advantage.
Some shove from Saracens. Farries back in, slippery as an eel. De Goody plays scrum half. This is the Saracens' way this season, playing under Kevin Rouet, their attack coach.
We're not doing that.
They are all empowered to play 9.
Not going back straight.
I enjoyed that little exchange. So Tori Sellers not given the penalty for throwing it into somebody, trying to prove that they're offside. Hollywood giving her, we're not doing that. And then Tori Sellers going back, I won't do it again, fair enough.
Time off.
We'll clip that up.
You say that as if you've never been guilty of such a thing.
No, I actually don't like that one.
Oh, really?
Winds me up when lines do that, yeah.
We found your line.
A few times they are in our line of sight. Can we get them faster?
Yeah, I will.
It's up and down here as well, but I know it's one of them.
It's good management from Marley Packer, that. Just going up and saying, I know that's annoying, but they are in our line of sight. We're trying to play quick ball. Please, can you deal with it? Otherwise, we're going to keep proving our point. And it's good management. It's difficult for Loughborough at the minute to try and get a foothold into this game, especially with their scrums not being their solid platform that they're used to.
Yeah, I've told.
One down there, side entry, and then a lift.
Yeah.
Well, both scrums without a couple of stalwarts. Saracens are missing May Campbell, Kelsey Clifford in their front row, but similarly, no Anne Young, no Ellis Martin for Loughborough Lightning.
Okay, happy?
It's been a relentless campaign since the World Cup.
Okay, guys, set up on the edge of this white line, outside the 22. Guys, numbers, 6, guys. Time's back on. Maul. Stopped once. Okay, use it now.
Harrison whipping that onto breach. 2v1, gotta go. Herring across is Morale and Westcombe Evans, and it's in the end Rowland with a brilliant tackle. Gregson up over the top. Hop spitting mad carry from the centre. Bridger to within inches. Sellers assessing her options. It's a Macaulay, and Saracens lead for the very first time. The Londoners have a nose in front at the Gardens.
Great finish again, wasn't it, by a Macaulay? But just look at the width of pass there. Bermuda's come really far in to try and spot Zoe Harrison. The speed of ball through the hands of Harrison, absolutely fantastic. Great width from Jessica Breach. Really nice tackle, take nothing away from that. That is a fantastic last-minute tackle and a brilliant finish, just flopping over the line of Macaulay. All the work done by the backs, which is very often the other way around for this Saracens outfit.
Up go the flags, and around swish the flags in the stands. Harrison on song once more. It felt a little bit, Mo, as though in the first quarter, Loughborough Lightning's defence was performing above its average for the season, because Leicester Tigers aside, it is the most porous in the league, and it just feels like in the last 15 minutes it's gone down a notch or two.
It's just the intensity, isn't it? The ability to be relentless and get off the line and keep coming. Saracens have also got their tails up, like you see Marley Packer just running at space, running at people, using her footwork because they've got the licence to do it here. Find the space, you don't have to go hard and straight. There's a time and place to do it, like now with a Macaulay.
What does that say about the competitiveness of this group? Because they've already got a home semi-final in the bag and they can't catch Gloucester Hartbury.
It's not even about that, it's just about playing the best rugby you can every time you take the field. I think across the league, people feel like that. That's what everyone's after. They just want to play that perfect game. Everyone's chasing it.
Nelson can't quite evade Harrison. Fields there to add the extras. Latui over the top of De Goody, but over the top of Latui was Zoe Harrison.
Must be her first turnover of her professional career. I've never seen techers like it. Absolutely brilliant from Zoe Harrison. Great chop tackle, gave her the opportunity to get straight over the ball. Took the hit in doing so, but managed to ride the contact and given her team another opportunity to get stuck into them in the maul.
Okay, on this edge, please, Loughborough. Guys, numbers to them, please. 6.
It's Latui as well. It's just really good textbook. Zoe Harrison just using the chop tackle of De Goody to drag her down, stays on her feet so she can go straight in over that ball. Clearly something that they've been practicing, because that's the second or third time it's happened in this game.
Ball.
De Goody hoisted so high there. Field with it now.
Go.
Just her 4th start of the campaign. Another one with big shoes to fill in the absence of May Campbell.
Anything other, Ian? Yeah, it's all backwards.
Well read that by Latui on Packer. Field has been everywhere in this one, really looking to prove a point against her former employers. Lovely from De Goody into Canadian teammate Senft. Bridger, secondary playmaker here is Zoe Harrison, and oh, she's lost it.
Okay, it's not Tom first. Infield.
Unprecedented time. Zoe Harrison with the jackal turnover and then the unforced error.
Yeah, I think she surprised herself getting through that gap. You can see she's just having a little giggle about it, but it's just really nice setup play from Saracens. Really hard and direct with the forwards. Relentless inside-outside tips. You never know where they're coming from. Great breakdown work. And then when the backs decide to go, the lateral movement into squaring up is so difficult for defensive to read, which is why that window just opened for Zoe Harrison to charge through it. She could have picked 3 options.
Latui with an audacious two-handed dummy. They're going to truck this up. Nelson's in the backfield.
No, right, hold in front. All on.
It's an important clearance that it just needed to hit touch. It didn't matter how it got there.
Okay,
outside the 22.
Here,
allow Loughborough Lightning to reset, go again. So important for me, though. They get their drills right. They come off the line. They put Saracens under pressure. Keep it one-score game going in at half-time.
5.
They have been two completely different quarters of rugby. And Bryony Field knows it. Oh, here we go. A freebie for Curfey and Treader, and that's lovely from the hookup. Bouncing ball for Morale.
It's no advantage. Back to the knock-on at the line out.
See what Morale's trying to do. She knows that the opportunity is there. The ball needs to get spread to width to give them that chance. Just tries to go through the contact and find Matatonga. Unfortunately, doesn't quite come off.
Too many.
Luckily for Loughborough, they get to come back for the scrum.
Right, marks. There, guys.
As soon as she lifts it.
Clock's right.
Clock's right.
Yeah, it will be time. It's last play. Crouch!
Final play of a half in which the pendulum has swung from pink to white. They need a platform here. Loughborough, surely they'll give it a go. Nelson says no. And they will return to the belly of Cinch Stadium at Franklin's Gardens, trailing the three-time champions, arguably the league's form force, by 7 points. A brace for Sadia Kabea, converted by Helena Rowland, Farries, Craig and a Makwale for Alex Osterbury's women. Zoe Harrison, as pinpoint as we have grown accustomed to. What a game. What a way to sign off here in Northampton for the campaign. Don't you go anywhere. The thoughts of Ruby Tui on the other side of this short break. Well, Saracens dominate this head-to-head pretty much as it's possible to do so. They've got 17 wins against Loughborough's 1, but that sole victory was just this time last year, and Sadia Kabir, who was at the heart of that, is pulling up trees this afternoon. I've got two-time World Cup winner Mo Hunt alongside me for company, and Mo, we're going to play a quick game of quick fire as Emma Hardy returns to a pitch that she knows so well for Saracens. Nathan Smith said ahead of the match, Alev Kelter at 6 would either be genius or a disaster. Which way is it going so far?
I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence because I don't think she's had the impact that she would have had if she was out in that wide channel. So still on the fence for me, but she's got a big second half to go.
OK, the jury's out on that front. Who is winning the battle of the tens, Helen Nelson or Zoe Harrison?
I'm going to have to back my Red Roses teammate in that, Zoe Harrison. I think some of the passes, the width that she's getting on the ball, but they're both having good games. They're both impacting in a good way. I
think you're going to say exactly the same thing in response to this one, but the battle of the open sides, it's a battle royale. Marley Packer, Sadia Kabir.
Yeah, so good. Like, obviously, Sadia's come up in the big moments, scoring those 2 tries when their team needed it most. Over the ball, the turnover down near the try line, but Marley Packer for me is getting around the park really nicely, and I think she's really putting her hand up.
And last but certainly not least, teenage sensation Arla Latui pitting her wits against the World Player of the Year, Sophie de Goody.
Yeah, Latui's carrying really well, isn't she, in the channels, and I think Sophie de Goody's playing a different game, bringing other people in, obviously attacking kickoffs like that as well. She's having very different impact from what we normally see with her, but she is definitely still impacting this game.
So I think all we've really learned from that is that this pitch is thick with world-class talent, and that Natasha Hunt is really, really nice.
She sits on the fence, is that what you mean?
She's got a numb derriere, yes.
When I retire, I'll give you all my actual opinions.
Have to save it for the memoir, will we? Buy it in hardback.
When people can't come at me anymore.
Crouch!
So, 40 minutes to settle this one. On paper, you might call this a dead rubber. Saris are home and hosed with a home semi-final. Loughborough Lightning, courtesy of Ealing Trailfinders victory on Friday night. They cannot qualify anymore. But this is a last outing at the Gardens for so many departing players for Loughborough Lightning, and Saracens have talked all week ominously about building into the playoffs.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Table places might be pretty redundant at this stage of proceedings, but there is so much on the line. Kelter, a whopping pass from Morale onto Westcombe Evans. Here is Emma Hardy, Loughborough Lightning number 017 back in the day. Over the top of that goes Laetitia Royer. And Canada's finest has Saracens' first turnover of the second half.
Do you need time?
It's devastating from a Loughborough Lightning perspective. As soon as they miss any kind of clear, Saracens are straight over that board. They've been absolutely brilliant. They've had 4 or 5 different poachers at the breakdown. Backs getting stuck in as well. Clearly something that they're going after. Loughborough's breakdown for me has been pretty decent. The intensity that they're flying in, that they're trying to clear numbers, but as soon as there's that one miss, Saracens are really, really good over that ball.
Scary to think all that they've achieved this season without that woman there. Laetitia Royer has had a torrid time of it. She split her ankle clean open, sorry if you're squeamish, on a stud. Her second game for Saracens. Managed to return from that plenty of stitches later and popped her shoulder straight out in her next match for Saris. But no doubt you've scouted her for club and country. She's back fit.
How are we looking, guys?
At the business end of the season, and she is world class.
Yeah, she really is. You don't see her too much because that's what a good second row does. They just get about their business. They fly into breakdowns. They offer options. Really nice hands at the line. All of the things that are important. Chop tackling. And then she comes up with moments like that when her team need it.
Time back on.
Classy dark arts, classy kicking. Zoe Harrison brings Saracens to 10 metres from what would be a bonus point try. Double tops for Field. It's Senft with it. Packer now just ricocheting from the base and going all by her lonesome. Quick service, Sellers onto De Goody. Harrison now assesses her options, and it's a bouncing ball for Gregson. Tackle well made by Nelson.
First player.
And Loughborough might just have, almost had that one burgled. Quick tap, Sophie De Goody, up over the line, places it backwards. Short! Short on the first and second digs, but not on the third. Gregson has Saracens' fourth and bonus point try, and these women are hell-bent on pooping the Franklin's Gardens closing party.
Really great finish, isn't it, by Sydney Gregson, just nice and low, diving over in the corner. Just here, the timing of this, you see Marley Packer, as that maul goes down, just breaks away. Her teammates aren't expecting it, so she needs to just go hard and direct, go and find some support. And then again, this ball from Zoe Harrison, slightly dipping. It's a brilliant take from Gregson.
Tries good.
And a fantastic finish. You want your edges just holding that width in the 22. Something Saracens love to do is come back to that short side after a couple of phases with their forwards. Brilliant work.
Off the woodwork for Zoe Harrison. There is a blemish on that absolutely astonishing record at long last. But you definitely get the sense of lightning don't strike next. This game's done.
Just really good technical work. Zoe Harrison doesn't take any steps. She allows Meg Davey to fly out of the line, knows that the defender's going to do the work for her. Static, just feeds the edge, knows where the pace is. Brilliant work from Saracens.
Donna Rose with her best rhinoceros impression up the midfield. Packer with her best tornado one. Bridger in at first receiver. Harrison finding De Goody out in those wide channels where the 7 Supremo likes to lurk. Gregson's gone to the wing since Emma Hardy joined us. Oh, Macaulay. Oh, almost absolute perfection.
Okay, knock on.
Are they growing in confidence, Saracens?
Yeah, 100%. And I said it in the first half, but Loughborough Lightning need to be able to either slow the ball down so they've got time to reset and get off the line, or just to start coming up in ones and twos and trying to put this Saracens attack under a bit of pressure. Because at the minute they've got a little bit of free rein to go through. We know that they're the top offloaders in the competition, averaging about 17 a game, so that's what they're trying to do, get the hands free, look for those people coming on. But they've definitely got their tails up, and they're really taking it to this Loughborough Lightning side.
Who did Loughborough's number... Who did Loughborough's number 21 come on for, please? Roland. Morale. Westcombe Evans, one of the names on the Lightning departures list that really raised eyebrows this week. Roland back on to Nelson. There's numbers if they can get it out wide. That's a lovely offload from the newly arrived Kendall Wardby. Saracens will have the scrum, if not something a little juicier. Almost intercepted. Neatly read by Westcombe Evans.
She's gutted, but if she'd have caught that, she'd have flown and not heard the whistle, so it's a good job that that one's not gone. She hasn't wasted any energy.
Save those thoroughbred legs.
You can just see the intent of Marley Packer from the base, trying to get that ball wide, give them the opportunity. Saracens are devastating on turnover ball. Loughborough Lightning, conversely, the lowest team are actually turning over the ball, so they've not had those opportunities much in this game.
So Kendall Wardby is on, wearing 21 for Loughborough Lightning, which means, Mo, that Alev Kelter has slotted back into the backfield for Bulo Matai Tonga. She's gone back to centre. Do you approve?
I would have liked to see her get a little bit longer, if I'm honest, because it's hard to just slot straight in. Obviously, training is so different from the game. She's been training there for months, as we heard in the pre-match, but it is so different, the intensity of the line, especially this Saracens defence coming up.
Strip 4 tackles complete.
Great strip.
The tackle is still there.
But I think she'll feel more confident, and definitely give her the ball in those wide channels. I'm sure we'll see some more line breaks, defenders beaten.
The casual point from Paige Parry's there, just making sure that
not rolling, number 12.
Helena Rowland's touch finder was marked accurately.
Yeah, ready?
And Makwale's managed a couple of those today. Sellers, eyes up. Packer thinks there's a little bit of space in the midfield, and she is swerving like a Harley Davidson over halfway. Harrison, Hardy now, breach. Dumped down in no uncertain terms by her former teammate Fancy Bermudez. But still the ball stays wide. Everything is coming up Saracens right about now, and Harrison has cleaved through, stepped on her shoulder, rides the tackles really sensibly. They can stick it all on red here, Saracens, and Harrison does exactly that. Touch from Farry.
Yeah, you saw Farry's just hugging that touchline, one hand in the air, trying to signal to Zoe Harrison that there's space there. I would have loved to see her just drop it onto the boot rather than try and get it there through the hands. But again, you just see this Saracen side light up as soon as it's a little bit broken field. The intensity that they want to take the line on, that they want to beat defenders.
Donna Rose growing and growing into this game. The big Welsh tight head. Harrison finds breach, cut out pass onto Gregson, who pins her ears back and scores. Saracens now having an awful lot of fun and doing an awful lot of damage.
It's another really good finish, isn't it? Forwards doing the work, going nice and hard up the middle. Donna Rose. See this Packer carry again and say forwards doing the work. Marley Packer's eyes lit up with a little bit of space in the midfield. And when they decide to go, they really just light up. Zoe Harrison through the middle, sent on her shoulder. Again, just trying to find space out the back door. And Jess Breach, for me, the timing of her passes this afternoon, the timing of the intensity that she's carrying to the line, either going when she needs to or holding feet, bringing defenders onto her. She's really fed those outside backs. I think she's been fantastic.
A trio of changes made across the front rows of both outfits, and this one the most special of them all. Grace Clifford returning to the PWR for the first time in 28 months. A quite brilliant England under-20s athlete who was caught in a road traffic incident over 2 years ago. Broken pelvis, back, all sorts. Horrible, horrible incident, but she has worked and worked and worked, and she is back on the pitch. And Grace, we are so happy to see you back. She's straight in on defensive detail. Although De Goody passing to precisely no one there gives us a chance to let you know that also joining Grace Clifford on the field.
Right, Sarri's on this 10, please.
Is Saracens tight head Common Tremelling and Loughborough Lightning's loose head Amelia Williams. Ink still drying on her contract extension signed just this week.
Is it 5? Yeah.
There they are, Tremelling and Clifford. Williams will be in there somewhere. fizzing away. She's just a ball of energy.
Maul.
Pink jersey set in motion, and here's Kelter with a little bit of a gallop. Desperate placement from Bermudez. So many shirts in those wide channels. Westcombe Evans back in for Nelson. Uncompromising shot from Hardy. Going to kick away this scrum advantage. Or maybe they're going to play it. Gregson. Didn't help Sellers out there with that pass.
Scrum or line out.
No, she won't want to see that one back as well, but you just see the intensity. I mentioned it earlier, how much Saracens light up on that turnover ball. Zoe Harrison scanning. I know I keep talking about her, but I think she's having a fantastic game. Look at this, first of all, that was shot from Hardy. It's absolutely blindsided Helen Nelson as she goes through the gap.
12.
Really textbook. Former teammates, good friends.
No, we're happy it was all back.
Sophie Bridger is all done for round 17. No doubt we'll see her again against Trailfinders Women next week and in the semi-finals. Which means that Amelia McDougall is on. Now, she's wearing 21.
Back on.
She's been playing her age grade international rugby at scrum half, but Saracens very much view her as a 10-12. And she's dropped into the midfield on this occasion. A mercurial pocket rocket of a playmaker.
Safe inside.
Set.
Morales first receiver. Rowland. Bermudez offloading deftly to Westcombe Evans. Well read, Jess Breach. Hardy's there too. Line speed. Tremelling and Senft.
That's your player taking over.
Saracens growing in stature and attack, but just as much in defence. Although, as I say that, Morale fends off Harrison. How did she hook that backwards? Oh, the intercept! Oh, it's a foot race. Gregson being hauled to death by Westcombe Evans. Almost slipped the trap.
No, you're off feet! You're off feet!
And the discipline ledger might just be being levelled up here. It's Saracens finding themselves on the right side of the law more often than not on the deck.
Do you need time? Time off.
What about this little break as well? This from Rowland, absolutely fantastic. Really well read by Gregson as well, just trying to keep that ball alive. Nelson trying to feed Kelter, Kelter trying to go on the out, and Gregson really alive to it. Lovely little foot race as well, Westcombe Evans and Gregson.
Yeah, we can bring water on. Okay.
She's finally gone. I was clinging on for as long as I could.
Okay, water off, please, guys. Water off. You're on the 5. Just wait there. Water off, please. Time back on. 6 off feet. (22). Right, Loughborough on the 22, please. Penalty advantage.
And here she is, picking and rising and finding Hardy on her shoulder. Quick as a flash off that ill discipline. Saracens have worked their way to 20 metres out, hunting a 6th.
Nothing incoming.
And just an apology for anyone who might have caught a bit of fruity language over the referee's microphone. Helena Rowland doing all she can to roar her team back into this one.
Nikki, I've got contact in the air and the player lands on her hip inside. So I'm at penalty, but let me know if I haven't seen that landing point right.
Holly, that's completely accurate. She lands on top of the Loughborough player on her side.
OK, thank you.
Can hear really good work from Hollywood and TMO. Just looked messy, didn't it? Couldn't quite see it. Macaulay really high. Oh.
Yeah, you can bring water on. Yeah.
Looks like Ives Campion got thrown across as well, so at least she softened the landing and allowed a Macaulay to land on top of her, but just hope that the Ives Campion's all good as well.
Well, Mo, I'm aware it's quite difficult to speak to you about Saracens, given that they are your great rivals, that there have been such juicy encounters between you so far this season, but that there are plenty who feel that they are currently the league's form side. And I was wondering, as we look ahead to the business end of the season, just how threatening are this lot? Are they the side, in your eyes, the defending champions' eyes, very much to beat?
Well, if you want to pip us as underdogs, then I'll take that, because I love being an underdog and we need that. So, no, look, they've been brilliant this season. I think there's a new lease of life in what they're trying to do. The way that they're trying to play the game, the way that they're looking to offload, keep the ball alive. And I've said it a few times today, but you can just see how excited they get when there's a little bit of space, especially the likes of Marley Packer. You've seen the new lease of life that she's got. I think they're really clicking.
Yeah, so
they don't look like they've been away. They don't look like they've been playing in loads of different teams. They've come back and they've put a marker down, haven't they? It'll be interesting to see how they go against Trailfinders women next weekend. I think that'll be a brilliant game to watch, especially leading into the semi-final. But equally, are they going to play their starters? Who knows?
It is a fascinating one. It really is. Just arriving onto the field now is young Kiwi Fitzpatrick, wearing number 19. She's been playing with the under-21s in the Women's Six Nations, in and around the Red Roses camp as well. They're properly excited about her. And whilst we wait for Lily Ives Campion to be helped from the field, let's just head down pitch side, shall we? Because I think Lauren Jenkins has the pleasure of a natter with Ruby Tui.
I do. Never a boring afternoon sat next to Ruby Tui watching a rugby match. But Ruby, Loughborough 14-7 up after 20 minutes. They haven't scored since then. What have you made of the way Saris have controlled this game?
I think it took them a while to warm up, just like Mohan's Hemis, but they've gone now into control. I think it's really, really important, the mindset of a championship team. You can come into these games and go, it doesn't matter, we're in the playoffs anyway, but what they're showing that I think Gloucester didn't show on Friday, who are also a championship team, is that mentality of, no, it doesn't matter if we're on the back foot, we are going to win this. And I think these games just before the semi-finals and finals are really important to practice mentality, because it's very easy, right, to just go, it's okay, be complacent or not keep your standards up. So I think Saracens won't be completely happy with this performance, but their ability to come back after being down and completely take control of this, I think that's what you're looking for in these games.
A couple of weeks out to the final, or to the semi-first and then to the final, of course. If you were betting Women Rugby, where would your money be at this point?
Just New Zealand every day.
You can't say the Black Ferns. Does not qualify.
Look, I think Sarah's been impressive, Trailfinders been impressive, but I'm not going to count out Exeter or Gloucester, am I? Especially if Mo Hunt commentating the game today.
Back to you, Claire, and Mo, more importantly.
Turnover ball for Lightning, and if anyone can spark a resurgence, a comeback, it's Sadia Kabea. Raft of changes to let you know about, but we'll do that once they've played their way out from deep here. Nelson, her final game at the Gardens, her beloved Franklin's Gardens, in a Loughborough Lightning jersey. Helena Rowland, who has it now, will be the 10 outright next season. Amelia Williams beneath that gloss of pink shirts. Rowland going nowhere with a Macaulay in the defensive line. Nelson with a tidy-up job to do. Shoved off the ball by Royer. Field. Breach.
Tackle, release.
Lightning just desperate for a little bit of consistency here. A little bit of possession. Alex Osterbury is on his feet in the coaching box next to us, screaming at his charges, desperate for them to bang another nail into this purple coffin, and so they shall. It was Paige Parries who opened the scoring, and it is Paige Parries who continues it. This is turning into a bit of a statement of intent from Saracens as we round the final bend into the business end of the season.
Yeah, it's just Loughborough error again, pass up on the shoulder. Great work by Harley just to pick that up, get the ball live, and again, static passing at the line, but the right people are putting the pace on the ball at the right times. Farry's just holding her whip, timing her run, hitting the ball at pace. Fantastic finish.
All clear.
Thank you.
Harrison's back to her old ways.
We'll kick
and
off.
We have plenty of new Lightning athletes on the field. Paige Stathopoulos is on at hooker. Kea Acton enters the back row, and Ava Kelly is on at scrum half. So many of these Lightning replacements who were involved in the under-20s Six Nations series just last month. This place is a production line of talent. Julia Macaulay has just gone 30, make that 40 metres, and she's not going to go down easy. Dangerous business that from Helena Rowland, and Marley Packer's decided to pick up where the Canadian left off. Here's another one of them. Saracens have gone 80. Quick as a flash. Tremelling. Big hits in from Acton and Williams, but to the short side they go. It's so delicate from McDougall.
Goal line drop out.
And it's very well read from Westcombe Evans.
Goal line drop out.
Brilliant run, isn't it, by Macaulay? She has grown and grown and grown into this game. So many nice touches.
Make sure they're behind.
Thought she was going to go the whole length at one point. The first person at the breakdown as well, Marley Packer, ball up, ball moving, lovely offload out the back.
Stay behind.
Big players stepping up for Saracens at the right moments.
And as Ruby said, stepping up in a game that isn't knockout, that isn't season-defining. Oh, here we go, drop goal attempt from Zoe Harrison.
22.
Had the height, had the distance, just not quite
22.
dialed in on the uprights. So it will be lightning bolt from beneath the sticks. And as we watch Zoe Harrison with that drop goal attempt, let's hear from another Saracens playmaker, England under-21s coach, of course, as well. Sarah McKenna is alongside Lauren Salter for us.
Yeah, thanks, Claire. Well, what second half this has been after a slowish start. What was said at half-time, Sarah? Or did you feel actually the problem-solving had already been done on the pitch by then?
Yeah, I think, you know, we anticipated coming into this game that it was going to be a bit of a rusty first 20, so I think some early anticipation around that stood us in good stead. I think probably our own worst enemy in those first 20. I think we're inaccurate around the contact area in particular, and this Lightning team, once they get on top, they could be pretty unstoppable, which they showed in that first 20 minutes. And I think once we became more accurate, as you said, you know, we got on top of that. Actually, we were able to put some pressure on them and then get our nose in front going into half-time.
And what are you looking for in this final 20? Is it important to you as a coach and team you do not let them have any kind of purple patch in this final quarter?
Yeah, I think that the key thing is that we can't forget what were the positives that we took in those second 20 and move away from that. Like, it's working, it's clearly working, so let's keep at it, let's keep the foot on the throat, and let's see how much we can get out of this last 20.
And your bench behind me are absolutely loving it, aren't they? Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Georgia Evans, who has a little splash of pink, whatever the occasion, is on for Sophie de Goody. And Sarah McKenna wanted Saracens to keep feet on throats, and they will have the opportunity to do so now.
Okay, Loughborough on the 22, please.
How many?
Yeah. 6.
20 minutes remain of Loughborough Lightning's home campaign for the season. They've been so hard to beat at this ground, thanks in no small way to that absolutely immense young player there, Lily Ives Campion.
Ball.
Best forward on the field in Bordeaux, Nathan Smith told me in the week. in that Grand Slam decider. She is some leader, some athlete. Salos delaying that to find Craik on her shoulder, and here she is again. Lightning quick ruck ball from Saracens. McDougall, little dummy, picks out Gregson, who's got a hat-trick. Sydney Gregson and the rest of Saracens at their swaggering best. They have officially blown the doors off this place.
They really have. It's just brilliant to see, isn't it, from a Saracens perspective. Again, just the intensity of these wingers hitting the ball at pace, nice and square, nice and straight. It is so difficult for defences to come across and actually make any kind of challenge when the timing of the pass is that good, when you're hitting the ball at that much pace and you're holding your width. It's brilliant work from Saracens. It's such simple rugby, done so well. And they're really growing into this game.
Harrison sticks another 2 on it, because why not when you're just that red hot off the tee at the moment. Julia O'Macaulay gets a well-earned rest. Jodie Verghese is on and wearing 19 for Saracens. We've talked plenty, Mo, today about what's at stake for Saracens and where they're finding the motivation from. In the case of Sydney Sweeney, it's a chance for her to say to Alex Osterby, Alicia Corrigan's not here, how about starting me on the wing in a final? How about picking me for the big games?
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what you want, competition across the board. I think Corrigan's got a lot of banking. She's got a lot of money in the bank in terms of how she's gone this season. Like, I think Sydney having one great game, which she has had unquestionably. I don't know if that's enough to take it away from someone like Corrigan, but you want competition for places. You want people asking those questions, banging at the door, 100%.
Marley Packer continuing her season renaissance. Hardy, McDougall, breach off the shin of Nelson, who really is leaving it all out on the Franklin's Gardens turf today. Tremelling.
Backwards.
Sempt managing to
50-22.
Pull that backwards with her fingertips.
Really well read by Nelson, knew that was coming.
And this time, she was determined to have the beating of Emma Hardy, but not for long.
It's been a good little battle down this channel, Emma Hardy, Helen Nelson, this second half. Everything's turning Saracens' way at the moment, though, isn't it? Really difficult for Loughborough Lightning to try and get a foothold into this game. Zoe Harrison just pinging the corners, giving her forwards another opportunity to tie her down, tighten up this Saracens, this Loughborough Lightning defence so that the wingers can strike. Again, great work over the ball by Farriers.
So Saracens head to Ealing next week. Then they'll be back at the Stonex for the semi-final.
Ball.
In all likelihood, hosting Exeter Chiefs, who absolutely demolished Bristol yesterday. Marley Packer's old team, of course, Bristol Bears. Here's Verghese. And here now is Sempt. Oh, sit down! Gabby Sempt with the fence. Sydney Gregson hunting a ball. Sydney Gregson having a day in Northamptonshire that you suspect she might just remember forever.
Yeah, 100%. You can see what it means to her. She's beaming. Really nice work. Look at that ball presentation. Ball in and away, Tori Sellers. Sempt has been brilliant, out the back door offload. And again, Zoe Harrison, how many try assists has she got in this game? Just holding her feet, feeding the edge, feeding the speed.
Sun's come out again, hasn't it?
Everyone doing their job and doing it really well. That is what is so brilliant about this Saracens team right now.
Just thought, Sydney Gregson's a primary school teacher. Do you think it's because she's refreshed after half-term? She's finally not got to the weekend absolutely knackered.
You know, it could absolutely be the fact that she would have had a whole training week going in, getting her fueling right, not having to worry about getting up early and going to school and doing all her marking and her planning. There is definitely something in it. The league is so intense. The games are getting harder and harder every time. So if anyone wants to pay her to have the next few weeks off from a Saracens perspective, I'm sure she'd be very grateful.
DMs are open. And here she is again. Brute strength to stay infield. Saracens have 8 tries now. It was a battle for 20 minutes. The pendulum swung for the third quarter, and ever since, this has been a statement. Loughborough haven't managed a point in this second 40. And right now, just keeping the ball is proving a Herculean task. Clifford rides the tackle.
She was out the way, and then you've pulled her back into the contact.
A little bit of off-ball antics from Marley Packer, who's getting properly stuck in. Well, you don't see too many of those in the PWR.
Not sure what to make of it, to be honest, nor is Holly Woods.
Yeah. Nikki, let me know if there's any offs on the floor that we do need to check. For me, it's complete overreaction by 7.
Yeah.
Yep.
Got inside entry anyway.
Yeah.
And there was a play up on the floor.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happened after that, but that certainly was.
Yeah, it's overreaction. So I'm on yellow card for 7. Yep, for an overreaction. Any need to check anything further, Nikki?
We're just having a quick look in the background. I agree with those facts so far. We're just looking at the aftermath for you now.
It's 21 and 7 yellow card we're looking at.
Maybe.
Okay. Let me know. We're looking at if 21 has come in from distance, Nikki, to escalate that, and if she needs to go to the bin as well. But so far I'm on yellow card for 7 white.
Well, it's Kaya Apton wearing 20,
who's checking which players have come in to exacerbate this for you now. 1 second.
Okay. And then the question is, does Kendall Wardby make everything a little bit more heated?
I think that's harsh, isn't it? She's just pushed her. She hasn't even come in with a shoulder or anything. But I do understand if you're escalating stuff.
Yeah.
It's disappointing for Marley Packer. She's just lost her head a little bit there, hasn't she? She's been absolutely phenomenal all game long.
Yeah, so there's no players coming from significant distance. On pink, you've got 17 who's near, who gives a push on the floor.
Okay.
But I would stick with your on-field decision, Holly.
Yellow card, white 7.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Time back on. 7. Off you go.
We just haven't seen that in Marley Packer's game in a long time. I know that sometimes she used to be a little bit hot-headed, but she's obviously just something's happened on the floor. There will have been something, maybe some words exchanged, reason that's made her react like that. But take nothing away from the performance. Sometimes we care so much that it boils over and it comes out like that. I think she's been absolutely brilliant all game long.
Saracens looking to complete this second half shot out at the Gardens. But with 11 minutes remaining, they're down to 14. And one of their defensive leads, wonderful taken, return over the head from Fitzpatrick. Moll's motoring, it's Stathopoulos at the base with it. Kelter delayed that wickedly. Here's Lucia Scott on an outside arc who is wickedly quick. Farry's just tracked her and tracked her. Stathopoulos. It's Chloe Flanagan. Young loose head for Saracens with the tackle. Here's the young tight head for Loughborough. Grace Clifford back in the league.
Penalty advantage.
Penalty advantage, and Ava Kelly gets that away crisply. The young scrum half. Kabea hunting a hat-trick. Going nowhere quickly. Rowland with it now. Lovely ball. Rowland out. And it is Westcombe Evans leaving the Gardens a little something to remember her by. How they will miss her scything talents. And Lightning with a little something to shout about at last in this second 40.
Thank you.
It's really patient build-up, isn't it? Just moving the ball to the space. Lovely line.
All
taking on, challenging through the line. Burrell, and then looking to get that ball alive as well. Bo Westcombe-Evans, brilliant support line. Fantastic little dive over. Good finish. Here you just see Morel. So often Loughborough come out the back of those, just challenging the line, going through, keeping the ball alive, one hand, scooping that around. But you've got to have wingers that read that as well, that want to get on the ball, that want to challenge those lines, get in behind the defences. It's a smart play from Saracens as well. They know that they've got the game, just walking back, taking their time on the kick-off, not wasting too much energy.
It's McDougall, who's at 10 now that Zoe Harrison is all done. Cabella's going to go the 80. Intent on bruising Saracens for the duration of this one. Morale, she's got such a distinctive two-handed carry, the way she just drifts across the face of a defence.
And just see her looking that she wants to get that pass away as well.
Farries is gone! A poacher's try. A hat-trick score. And Saracens coaches, just to our right, were banging with delight on the hoardings of Franklin's Gardens. Because that is how a champion side responds to conceding.
It's what's going to be so pleasing about this performance for Saracens coaches. That try will mean as much as the set-piece moves, as the moves that they've actually practiced, because as far as hunting high on the outside, she's trying to get in the face of the Loughborough attack. She's trying to pick out those lines, watching the ball, watching the players. It's a really good read from her and a brilliant finish.
Nice and straightforward for Amelia McDougall. Well, that was Paige Farry's third of the afternoon, Saracens' ninth, but perhaps most critically of all, Mo Hunt, avert your eyes. Saracens' 100th try of the season as they leapfrog the circus to the summit of the standings.
We're definitely the underdogs now, so come on.
I'm not going to hear the end of that, I'm really not. It does mean that statistically Saracens can now boast to have the best attack and defence in the competition. But as we all know, and as Helen Nelson would love another go at that one, the trophy is not decided until a winner takes all match at the end of June. Mo, it's been a match with so many outstanding individual performances. I'm fascinated to hear this. Can I please get your runners and riders for the Built for Athletes player of the match today?
This is a joint effort. But yeah, Sydney Gregson for me, obviously, 4 tries. She's been brilliant in those wide channels. Farry is also pretty tough to miss out on that. I think Zoe Harrison has controlled proceedings incredibly well. Immaculate equally, just doing all of the hard yards, running through, and Marley Packer on screen. There's been an intensity about her carries. I know she's got that yellow card, a little bit of ill discipline, but the intensity in the carry, the way that she was taken on the line around the breakdown, I think she's been brilliant. They are my contenders for PWR player of the match.
Loose head straight across.
And we will have a special edition rucksack for them, just to mark the fact that this is PWR's big pink weekend, raising funds and awareness for breast cancer now.
Look at the AR, he'll give it to you. Guys, numbers. 4 guys. Ball. Stay on that back foot.
It's Daisy Fitzgerald, the young Saracens Academy hooker at at the back.
19 changing by.
And at the back of something that is really motoring up to the 22. Sellers this time not caught short. Wrestles that one free. McDougall, Hardy. Back at her old stomping ground. Cabea. An arch nuisance to the last.
Still under penalty advantage.
McDougall.
Penalty advantage.
Saracens just queuing up for this one. Selfless as you like. Sydney Gregson. Having the afternoon of dreams, and just look at what it means to the Saracens centre. Saracens might just break 70 points today, and Sydney Gregson will have contributed 25 of them.
It's remarkable stats, isn't it? Again, it's the same old blueprint. Really great work at the line. Loughborough defence coming in, trying to stop it. Jess Breach carrying until it's the exact right moment to pass. Drawing that defender in, making sure there's no opportunity to swim off and make the double tackle. Getting the ball to the space. It's really, really nice finish. And Sydney Gregson just holding those tram lines, doing what all good wingers do.
Just curving off for Amelia McDougall, but that's Saracens' 101st try of the campaign, which means they have surpassed the tally they notched last year, including the playoffs. He's smiling on the inside, I promise.
Taken back by White.
Georgia Evans, who just batted that one backwards, and Loughborough all too grateful to apply a little bit of territorial pressure on Saracens and to get the ball back.
Great tackle from Lucia Scott, wasn't it? Really hunting that ball.
So loose head was straight across.
And you see the error coming in, Tori Sellers. But the conversation that's happening, which is also what is good about this Saracens team, gone up to her, what are you unhappy about there? What's happening there? Why have we made that error? Fixing on the field, it's so important. You talk about championship teams, that's what they do best.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Morale. Still Morale. Kelter's clear out. Kelly to that so swiftly. Rowland. Nelson. Bouncing ball. 2 minutes left.
Fine, she's come through.
Mike Saracens just bagged themselves an 11th, implausibly, going 90 metres. You wouldn't put it past them in the mood they're in today.
Okay, stay on. Stay behind. Use it now, 9.
Sarah McKenna called for feet on throats. Well, that clearance kick might just have alleviated a smidge of pressure on Lightning.
Thank you. Just here.
Yeah, it's not quite the one that she had in the first half. Just slightly swung around it there. Angle's a little bit wrong, but again, really important that that ball just goes into touch. Give her team a bit of a breather. To go 80 minutes as a scrum half is pretty difficult, especially the tempo that the Saracens team is trying to play against.
Stathopoulos, her final game here at Franklin's Gardens as well today. The US Eagle. Tall timber, Fitzpatrick in the heart of all of that. Lovely ball from Kelly. They do really love her pass in these parts. Westcombe Evans.
Hardy's been brilliant in defence in the second half.
Kelter with the crossfield kick. There's no one home. Well, the 2 on the whistle and seconds remaining of this one. It is time, Mo, for you to reveal of that brilliant quartet you shortlisted. Who is going to be our Built for Athletes player of the match?
Yeah, for me, I just think the game management of today, the timing of the pass, the way that she's brought everyone else around her into the game. Zoe Harrison is my Built for Athletes player of the match. I think she has been absolutely brilliant, both ball in hand, also got that one jackal turnover, let's not forget that. But everything good that's happened today has come as a result of timing and execution from Zoe Harrison for me.
Pocket picked, and it's Amelia Williams. With a try that is celebrated like a match winner. That's the bonus point score. And that's some way to mark her signing a contract extension at Loughborough this week.
All clear.
Their model here at Loughborough Lightning is high potential, high character, and there is someone who absolutely embodies that.
Yeah, she's a brilliant girl, lucky enough to work with her at Hartbury University as well. Great to see her enjoying her rugby and playing well up here, but fantastic poacher's try, isn't it? Sometimes you just got to get your head down, run as fast as you can.
And newly named Bucks Super Rugby Player of the Season too, after bagging a hat-trick in the final last month in Newport. Well, Saracens and in style have done the double for the season over Loughborough Lightning, and very much underline the fact that these snarling Londoners feel like the pace setters right about now. Gloucester Hartbury won't be caught at the table's summit, but there is a black jerseyed, white jerseyed today, wave building. And this year's semi-finals, they are going to be properly special. 60 points put on Loughborough Lightning, an outfit who have been dominant at home. That is a meaty statement indeed. Loughborough, they are down at Franklin's Gardens for the season. They will march to Mattioli Woods, Welford Road, to sign off their campaign with an East Midlands derby. Sydney Gregson, the most prolific on the field today. Zoe Harrison, the player of the match. And some really gorgeous scenes about to take to the field here at Loughborough Lightning as their 11 departees are waved off, all in pink, aloft on shoulders by the Franklin's Gardens faithful. Saracens, though, well, they look the real deal, don't they? It's full-time here at Franklin's Gardens. Loughborough Lightning 24, Saracens imperious 62.